everyone. Hello, John Richardson.
Hello, Eric. How's it going?
I am so excited for this show. I cannot wait.
Oh my gosh. Big D's roommates. What?
We have so much to talk to them about.
We have
Uh,
so much to dig, and find
yeah,
out.
I cannot wait to get into this show. I'm going to tell everybody ahead of time. I made the smart life decision before this show to update a whole bunch of the stuff on my computer. So
Yeah,
fingers crossed, everything's going to go smoothly.
it will.
And you know what else goes smoothly, John?
Gin and tonics.
And when people follow, like, and subscribe, wherever you guys are watching this
And
back.
that's
Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, your favorite podcast providers, a 5-star rating and a nice review is always appreciated. We read all of your comments. They are so helpful, as is sharing the show. Share it now. Let everybody know that we're live. Share it later on. Put it in your favorite Facebook groups. Maybe there's a friend you think might like it, or a roommate. See what I did there? Of course, if you guys have any questions, you can tweet us them with hashtag YRRLive during this show, or leave them over in the You Now chat room. That being said, I am so excited to introduce our guest, John. It is the people running Derek F's Twitter account, well, all social medias, I'm sure. They have fast become a fandom favorite.
yes.
And here is how I know it is a fan favorite. I didn't even have to explain it to John. I was like, John, guess who's going to be on the show? And I was like, the people that are doing Derek's Twitter account. And he was like, Adam and Lauren. And I was like, oh, if John knows. And so let me just, without further ado, welcome the dynamic duo, Derek's friends, Adam and Lauren.
Yay.
And the crowd roars.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you two?
Well,
Yeah?
yeah, it's been a summer.
What?
Yeah.
I am so glad. We are so glad to see you. Like I said,
Yeah.
everybody has been super excited to have you guys on. They cannot wait to hear from you what you're thinking of this season. Of course, we want to talk about tonight's episode, but I thought before we did that, I know, we have something that we kind of relate on is you guys are watching one of your friends play Big Brother. What is that like for you guys?
It's still like not setting in fully. Like, we log in and we like look at the TV and like Derek's on the live feeds and like it's still not processing for us.
Yeah.
But it's very cool to live with someone that's on the show, especially Derek, because now the house is very, very quiet.
Yeah, we thought we were getting rid of him. Turns out he's on the TVs. He's still bothering us. So 24/7.
24/7, he's on our TV,
He's on our
yelling at us
TV.
about being in relationships and whatnot.
All this stuff
so.
that we're hearing and the BB Twitterverse is telling us, and we're just like, please, Derek, stop, no more. We thought we got rid of you.
So you're saying like Derek's not acting any different in the Big Brother house than he would like at home?
No.
He might be kinder there.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. I fully agree with that. I think he's much nicer.
He bosses us around.
Oh!
We need it.
Nicer. That is interesting, because here's my impression of Derek this season.
Okay.
So obviously you guys know him the best. So you tell me if this is my impression of Derek. If anybody comes for me or my friends, I'm going at him. I'm going at him full force. Don't you dare come for me. Don't you dare come for my friends. Derek comes for him. Frenchie comes for all these people come from him. Derek.
Exactly.
Very
exactly.
Derek.
Accurate.
And then he always gets away with it.
Always.
Yeah.
His name's in nobody's mouth. and
Never.
He's getting away with it.
No, even in this house. It's it's like one of us getting in trouble or something, but it's really Derek. He's a little mastermind.
Do you think that he will turn up? Like, do you think he's strategically laying low and specifically choosing his battles to it until he really feels like he needs to fight it?
100%. That was one of the things he said going into the house, was that he really just wanted to lay low. He said he was going to be taking naps. I don't know if these are fake naps or real naps, but Derek is a huge napper outside of the Big Brother house,
Huge.
with his phone, with Netflix, with all of that, with his PlayStation. So I can only imagine how bored he is in the house. So they might be real naps.
I
don't know
think
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, we don't know. Yeah, he takes naps. Who are we talking about? Whitney? No, couldn't be.
Not while everyone's singing the wild card comp song.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, not with
Yes.
the sunglasses on, low key sleeping. So production
I
him.
Exactly. I know that there are so many questions that people have for you guys. I know we have to talk a little bit about tonight's episode, but I have questions that I want answers to. So, and it's our show, so we can do what we want.
Ever we
How
want.
do you guys feel about the big blue couch?
Okay, do you want to answer this?
Ooh, I wish I had some tea, but all I have is this gin and tonic.
Okay, it was a cute idea.
Mm.
It's cute.
Do we need a season 2 of Big Blue Couch?
No, absolutely
No.
no. Do we need any more of the Big Blue Couch? No.
Another episode.
Yeah. No, but I think she ran her course, and
Right.
I think
It
that-
jumped the shark, was what
Yeah.
you're saying, Lauren. Yeah.
correct. Yes,
What
thank
they
you.
say in the biz. That's what they
Yeah,
say.
so what they say in what they say in showbiz. Yes, that's all I say.
I agree, and everyone keeps giving me shit about it. Don't get me wrong. I loved it the first time, and the
Cute.
second time, and the third time, but we're on like the 20 millionth time. This
nobody wants-
goes on for like 17 hours, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no.
all I have to say is, dear future house guests, if you are in a season of Big Brother and there is hours a day devoted to not gaming, you might want to consider, and this does not apply to Derek, but to the other people outside the
Right, but Derek
cookout,
is
Right,
listening.
right.
you might want to think, maybe there's a big alliance that feels real safe and I'm probably in trouble. Because I don't get it.
Question back for you. What
Yes.
feels longer, an episode of The Big Blue Couch or a game of Mafia?
Oh, that
Oh,
was good.
I won't even watch The Mafia. And let me tell
Okay.
you, Love Island one now? No.
No.
We haven't
No.
tuned in yet.
We haven't tuned in
We've been
yet.
really bad. We've been really into Big Brother, so we haven't watched Love Island, but it's recorded. It's
Oh,
recorded.
no.
Yeah.
I mean BB Love Island, where instead of the Big Blue Couch, now they've created a dating game to play.
Right.
You
Or
haven't
what
seen
are
it
some
yet.
what are some other things that we'd want to see? So the blue couch is canceled.
Canceled.
What are some other things that other things that they could do that we'd want to see, right?
I was in the house, I'd be playing hide and seek. I'd be playing
Some
freeze
leapfrog,
tag.
yeah.
I'd be doing some leapfrog.
Yup.
Something other than Mafia and the Big Blue friggin' Couch.
Shirtless mud wrestling with Christian.
Yeah.
The top
Oh.
of my head.
You guys, that would be great. Yeah.
Some Xavier in a wet t-shirt contest? Sure, why not?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sure, why
Yeah.
not? I'd watch.
Did-
Yep. Yeah, I would
This
watch
is all of this is all of what we need. I saw Lost and Confused asked, oh no, I'm sorry, it's Nick Morales asked, what do they think of Derek's crush on Frenchie?
We don't know what to think of his crush
Yeah.
on Frenchie. We like Frenchie. We've actually talked to him in the DMs. He's actually a very nice guy. I think
Yeah.
he played
He is.
a little too
Sure,
hard,
yes.
and I think he was cast on the wrong season, because if this was one of those big Showmance seasons, like big meathead seasons,
Yeah.
I think he would have done something good for the show, but he just got put on the wrong cast, so it's just how it works out.
Yeah.
So are French, is that Derek's type outside the house? What kind of guys does Derek usually go for?
That's
Not that I'm asking. I mean,
Yeah,
outside of
that's
the
not
house.
his type per
He's
se.
usually into like a thicker guy, like a bear kind of guy,
Yeah.
the beard. I think he just latched on to the only
Yeah.
more seemingly like rugged man in the house. I think he
Who was
used-
on his team?
Yeah, I think
Who
he
was
used
his
people
team
like,
captain?
you know, Travis and Christian as more of like the pretty boys, and that's opposite of Derek's type.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think anything like, you know, a little bit like more grit, like
He
down
had a
and
little
dirty.
beard,
Yeah.
a little like accent. He loves the twang.
Little tattoos, little rugged, little
And
rough
as Derek
trade.
said the other day on the live
Correct.
feeds, he hasn't pulled the Padge
Right.
in a while.
So I think,
So
you know,
I think it got to the
it got
better.
to the yes. Yes.
I
Learning
got-
mean,
We're
Right.
learning so much.
Eric, I
I-
have your same face.
you have my face problem
Oh,
where we
yes.
can't hide what we're thinking.
No.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I
Correct.
have that problem. I do have that problem. Cape Blonde wants to know, do you guys know the reason why, or has he discussed with you at all? I mean, of course he couldn't, because he wouldn't be allowed to tell anyone he went on. So why do you think he's not telling anyone who his dad is?
Oh, yeah. So before he left, he said he thought in general that
Yeah.
he quite possibly did not want to tell anybody who his dad is, because that would paint a target on his back, because I think they would think he comes from money, he comes from fame, which, you know, the fame part definitely came a little bit with his childhood and whatnot, but, you know, that would be a huge target. They would be thinking, you know, why does, you know, this famous guy's kid want to be on this show? He has all these things, he's had this, he's done this, and, you know, that was his thinking, you know, going into it.
Yeah.
You know, that would
I mean,
be
that
a big,
makes sense.
and who knows?
Makes
you know,
total
who knows-
sense. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So that was,
Well-
I'm happy he hasn't said anything about it, because
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
that still, now that we're this deep in the game, like, you know, if he mentions it, I think everyone's going to be upset and say, you know,
I do think
know.
it'd be good leverage down the line to use that information with someone to make them closer to him. So
Okay.
hopefully he'll do some move like that.
Yeah. Or even find out if somebody else, hey, who's a boxing fan? Oh, yeah, I know, right? Who?
Mhm.
Yeah, and use that as leverage to kind of down the line a
Yeah.
little bit.
I'm really surprised, you know, maybe Xavier and some of them didn't say anything. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
thought
Mhm.
some people that were kind of a little bit bigger fans of sports, because I know Xavier's a big sports fan, stuff like that. So I'm surprised
I
he didn't
mean,
know.
I knew who his dad was, and I don't know sports at all. So, I mean, but then again, I'm 40. I have a feeling a lot of people in that house probably won't know who his
Correct.
dad is, and it won't matter.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like because of the bond of the cookout and they are really loyal to each other, I don't ever see them going against each other. Like, I truly believe they are going to stick together till it gets down to just them. So it surprises me that he hasn't shared it with them yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
Well, he has it tattooed twice on the same arm, so
Yeah.
you would think someone would pick up on that, but
Yeah.
they have not.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's got big boxing
Whoa.
gloves
He
on
has
his
boxing
right
gloves
arm.
with Frazier. He has something for his grandfather on his left shoulder, and then he has his dad's actual signature tattooed on his forearm.
I really thought Tiffany was going to be the one to figure
Me
it out, to
too.
be honest with you.
Oh, I think it would be Tiffany if
Yeah.
anybody,
I
right?
would agree. Yeah, I would absolutely agree. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
surprised. But
Interesting. And then wasn't there something on the live feeds today, John, that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they were talking about kind of their bank accounts and the money that they had and stuff, and or lack of.
lack
Did you
of
guys-
money, yeah.
Derek's? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it ain't easy. It ain't easy living in
It
the
ain't
world
easy.
today.
It ain't easy. And I was thinking, okay, well, we're gonna have the roommates on. You know, is he gonna be able to pay his part? Like,
What
What-
was he saying exactly?
Yeah,
we
what was
we
he
may
saying?
or may not have missed the live.
Well, he was talking to Alyssa and Christian, and he was saying, you know, when I left the house, my debit card was negative 500, and my credit cards ran up. So I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, like, I
Yeah.
really want you to win this money now. My goodness, like,
Well, I
Yeah.
think that's part of why he didn't want to give his, his whole backstory up. is people would think
right?
he doesn't
Ooh,
need
this
the money.
could be a story.
Derek probably, I'd say, over anyone else in the house, needs the money the most.
Yeah, I'm the handler of his money, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to say everything that he's saying is correct.
Okay.
Let's let him at least please, if he doesn't win, let's get him into jury. So,
Get him into jury. Let's get him a fan
Take
favorite.
away.
Get him that one, right? At least.
Fan favorite.
Oh, fan favorite would be amazing. But,
Yeah.
let's
And-
manifest.
And what a great season to be on, because I'm guessing, I mean, I would have no way to know, but I'm assuming that all of their stipends are getting doubled. I think the top 5, the money for the top 5 is all doubled as well. I think second place will be getting $100,000 this year. I think maybe America's favorite might be getting 50 this year. So I mean, there's a lot of opportunity to make money once you make it to jury this season. And he's making it to jury. I mean, look,
definitely.
Cookout has the numbers. Their control, whatever they want to happen will happen pretty much going forward now.
I love this secret alliance they have. It's amazing that no one's caught on to it in the slightest.
What?
Because I think they don't know even who Joe Frazier is, right? They can't even, But it's a good thing that he didn't, because even if he had to explain it, then it would be like, oh my gosh, you probably have money, you have celebrity, you know what I mean?
Which he does not. So let's, everyone,
Right.
maybe he's favorite, or he's got to pay rent. Otherwise,
He's popular on TikTok, though. He's got a nice TikTok following. And I mean, he'll be getting the sponsors once he gets out. Believe you me, I think he's going to be just fine when he gets out.
Yeah, the momager over here. Anybody needs anything, you let me know.
Oh, he will. He will get it. Don't you worry.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good, Eric.
But
thank you. Be safe.
Yeah, trust me, I know firsthand. I was gonna say to your comment that no one's really catching on. Claire's catching on as of last night and early this morning. And you can tell she doesn't, she's trying to say it without saying it. So she'll be like, I've noticed the people that have been leaving are all kind of the same. And if Whitney goes this week and Sarah Beth goes next week, it probably means I'm going to go after that. So I think Claire is on to it now, but it'll be interesting to see what she, what, if anything, she can say or do about that.
Yeah, we love Claire. She's a smart cookie. So I think she's, no matter what she knows, I think she's going to be smart with it.
Right. There really isn't anybody there really isn't anyone I don't like on this cast. Obviously, I think this is one of the best casts that we have had in years as far as people, and anyone that I think the fans aren't really in love with are already gone or going Thursday. So now it's just great people left to cheer for.
Right. Here's what freaked me out with this episode. So we saw Whitney talking to Christian, right, in the pantry or whatever that room is. And she was talking about, I never said your guys' names, but we all know Derek did, right? Last episode, Derek's been laying low. And then all of a sudden, I think when it got a little shifted towards the aces, Derek's like, oh, no, she, or jokers, thank you. Whitney's the one that's been saying everything, which she did, but so was everybody else. Everybody was kind of going with the Kings. Do you think that was a smart move? I was nervous that Christian would tell her it was Derek, and then she would go after him.
I do think that was a smart move, especially for Derek. Derek has a very, when you meet him in person, he has this wit and charm about him that you just put your trust in him. So I think it's good that he has Christian in the back of his pocket. The only person that doesn't really like him in the house, that it's throwing his name around, have been Alyssa and maybe Claire, maybe SB. He's pretty much good with everybody else and hasn't really made any waves. So I think when he says something like that in front of a big group of people, the group just kind of trusts him as a collective. And I think he did. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they nominated Whitney, and that was what Christian said because you're tossing my name around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. this guy that sleeps all the time knows this information. Oh gosh, like
well rested and just has the whole game in his head.
I mean, look, playing a low-key game before jury is the best way to be. You know, the fandom will make fun of people and call them furniture, you know, for not doing anything. But those are the people that win. You don't want the target on you earlier. And I think it was brilliant what Derek F did. Not for nothing. He has the cookout behind him. He has such a giant voting block. They all have so much power that I don't even think they realize it. And if I was in their position, I would have done the same thing too. I would have sat there and been like, yep, Whitney is coming for specifically you. She told me. And then so what? I got 5 other people that are going to vote for me. I'm fine.
Yep.
Or come after me. I don't
Back out of the room and you vote Whitney out. Yep.
Yep. Who cares?
Tiptoe out of the room.
So speaking of voting, I want to ask this because this is the #1 question and I'm terrified I'm going to forget. So I want to throw it in here. I already think I know the answer, but it's kind of become like a thing for people that when Derek votes, he does not say the word vote.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
He will be like, I choose to Whitney, or I choose to. He won't say the word vote. Now,
to vote, to them, to.
Yeah. Why do we think this is?
Derek has a real habit of pronouncing things incorrectly, and oftentimes he'll actually pronounce them in a way that's harder to say.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizer is hand-tazanizer, things like that. So I think he just trips over his words. If he has a hard time saying it, he really doesn't give a shit, and he's just gonna say it however he wants to say it.
Yeah.
See, I thought on the live feeds, I thought that he said he was dyslexic, which I am as well. So I very much relate to that, and I have a feeling. I can't imagine the pressure of knowing you're speaking live to America. I would imagine that would trigger, you know, me to trip over my words as well.
He actually does have dyslexia, and you know, he grew up, he went to military school, and you know, he's been in management positions and stuff, so he has no problem like talking to teams. He's always the captain of our kickball team and things like that. He's very, you know, leader oriented and, you know, team focused. So he's really good at actually public speaking, except for when he can't say the words properly. I mean, that's his own fault. But
or even like, if you have something prepared, it's a lot easier, right, than to just have to kind of improv it in front of millions of people, right, when you're casting your vote.
Like Bertini's rap.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Like Bertini's rap. I was going to say, which is why he'll make a great ambassador for any brand that wants to sponsor him postseason.
Whenever you want it, I'm here.
Do you know? What do you guys think of Brittany? What do you think of Brittany?
I love Brittany. I think she's a little too much, and I don't know if I'd be able to live with her all the time, 24/7.
Okay, you live with Derek, but okay, go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
This is true. You're not wrong. She's just got that in-your-face energy that I don't know if I can keep up with 24/7, but I like the girl a lot, and it's really fun watching her.
What do you think of her raps?
Her rap?
I think they're cute.
I
think
pretty
she means
decent.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. I think she means really well.
I do too.
I like her as a person. I don't know if I necessarily love her for the game or really for Derek's game, to be honest with you, but I think she's really nice. I think she means well. She's actually a really decent dancer.
She's a killer dancer on TikTok.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah. I literally said exactly what you said, Adam. I said, I love her. I think she has a great personality. I think if I had to live with her 24/7, I would literally have she'd be sock gagged in a closet and I'd be like, you need to calm the fuck down. Or I'd be like, try my special cookies. There is definitely no Xanax in these.
No.
There you go.
Nah.
Well, I mean, at least Derek takes naps during the day, right? But
Oh, yeah.
I don't see Brittany.
No,
that girl's
she
not
doesn't
taking a
turn
nap.
off. Yeah.
She doesn't turn
It
off.
doesn't seem like
I'm
she turns
surprised she
off.
sleeps at night.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
For like
Oh
30
my-
minutes. For like 30
Yeah.
minutes.
She gets a good hour in and then she's back
Yeah.
out.
And she's
No,
like,
I-
hey, everybody.
Hey guys,
I do
I'm
like
ready.
Brittany. I do like her raps. I think they're cute. The Twitter people are coming at her hard, though.
Yeah, it's so
They're really-
ridiculous.
It's too ridiculous. My little brother actually has autism.
Yeah.
So, seeing someone with autism in the house is actually really inspiring and really cool.
Yeah.
I think she makes such a great teacher. And
I
she just
agree.
seems like such
Yeah.
a nice person.
Yeah.
But
Yep. Agreed.
And I don't understand. I don't understand why people are not being more understanding of that when it comes to her, that it's that but also, I mean, us on the outside, that is something, again, she hasn't shared with the cast yet that we've heard. So I think if she does or not, I mean, it's her choice, but I wonder how they will react to that. But yeah, I always get annoyed when people are like, she's the most annoying, I can't stand her, she needs to, I'm like, okay,
all right.
Right.
John.
You know. Well,
Aw.
you know who else was annoyed in this episode was Azza with Whitney. Did we see that? And then Azza finally revealed she's kind of has a crush on Xavier.
And Xavier said,
Skirt. Yeah, he put
My
the
God.
car in reverse and like went backwards and skirt on out of there. I know, but I kind of understand. If I was in the house, I would be Xavier. Xavier is very much like me to a T, very just like whatever, chill. So I understand like him not wanting to be in a showmance. Like that would be me. Like,
let's be real, he could get any girl he wants outside of this house.
Yeah, that's true. That's
But
true.
Azza, I mean, my God, she's gorgeous. See, I'd be more like Azza. I'd be like, I have a crush on you. I have a crush on you. Yeah.
She is my type to a T. Beautiful.
I have to say, I think Xavier is playing this very smart. I think Xavier would love to be in a relationship with Azza. I think he would love to be in a relationship with any of the girls in the house that want him. I am thinking he is smart enough to realize I am a lawyer. I spent a lot of money on schooling. I need to come out of this experience with my, like, a good reputation. Just meaning, like, God forbid he gets with one of them and then it doesn't work out, then it's going to be everyone's business. You know, if you get into a relationship on Big Brother, your whole entire relationship becomes the fandom's business, and they will literally hunt you down and murder you if you break up. So, like, I think he's playing it very smart due to him being a lawyer, honestly. I think he would love a showmance, probably.
I think him and
I couldn't have said it better myself.
X are playing two of the best games in the house, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, they're keeping it really low key, but all the information and know everything about everybody.
Wow. Who was the first name that you said?
Like Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah, a little.
Which was the first name that you said?
Derek X and Xavier.
Yeah.
Okay, Derek X and Xavier. I'm going to go with you are not right on Derek X, but I will give you Xavier. Derek X gets
catch on to him soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to. But I feel like Derek X gets the information given to him, whereas an Xavier is in the position usually of controlling the narrative and making the plans.
Absolutely.
But yes, Derek X has you had the Veto King and comp winner target on him as well, which was previously making him a big target, but now Christian stole it.
Yep, now Christian stole it. And we saw, the Veto comp. Oh my gosh, it was from hell. I was just like, I was out of breath just watching it, right? And, I mean, Derek X is kind of a physical threat too, right? As far as is that he was so close to winning. Yep. What do we think? Do we think Derek X would have gone against his alliance and taken off Hannah off the block? Or do you think he would have sacrificed her?
I think he would have taken Hannah off the block. And I think he would have found, because he's smart, I think he would have found a good reason to say so.
I don't think that he would have taken Hannah off the block.
Oh, I like this.
I think that he thinks that Hannah is his closest, but if there's any kind of target or like whiff of something against Hannah, I think he'll back away slowly.
But they did a final 2 together, so he kind of can't go against her, because then that puts a bad target on his back for Hannah, and Hannah's staying, and he knows that, so he can't do that.
True.
Right.
Well, as is my favorite thing to say on this show.
Let's ask the Oracle, Eric.
Yes. I am here with your answer. Oh, I cannot wait. Next show, I'm going to have the soundboard working. I could have had good Oracle music. So, they all discussed it. They knew that if Derek X won, like the Cookout knew, and so did the Royal Flush and Christian, everyone, they knew there was no way that if he won, he could not take Hannah down.
Yeah.
Because it would just expose too much. Like, why would you not take one of your teammates? And so they were fine with him using it if he won, but his plan was not to win.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Despite what the edit shows.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Right. He should have dropped it a little bit. And John, I am a little bit upset that you buried the lead, because one thing that you have mentioned, I feel like, in every single show, which I have never seen and finally got to see on tonight's episode, was Christian's backflipping across the backyard. You seem to mention it every show. We finally got to see it tonight.
I was waiting for it too, John.
Every show, you're like that backflipper. So yeah, what a great scene, and smart on Brittany to expose the physicalness of a Christian.
Oh yeah, that's true too. That's true.
I was so happy to hear Brittany say that. I was like, oh my gosh, finally she's in sync with the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was happy too. I was like, okay, here we go, because that's a big Christian. I think is the biggest target. I think over SB next week, I think Christian should really.
It should really be Christian and Alyssa. I think especially because everyone's kind of caught on the SB at this point, so her back's really against the wall.
Oh, yeah.
I think Christian, he's moving his way up to Veto King, so I think
he is now. He's won the most comps in the house. So wait, because a lot of people were asking this too, who do you guys want to be the targets next week? Are you saying Christian and Alyssa?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we agree on this.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been saying that since day one.
We were a little mad when he won the HOH. Just a little.
I might have got up screams.
Yeah, we were only kind of screaming at the TV.
Maybe, only just a little bit. We might have got up and we might have turned the TV off, but it was fine.
Really?
You know?
Taking a walk outside.
We took a lap around the block and
turned into that meme of Derek smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but why? Why did a Christian HOH upset you? Because I wouldn't have thought Derek was in any danger when he won.
We thought he might have been a little bit, just because the whole thing with like them wanting to go after the Jokers and them putting up like Brittany and wanting to ensure that she goes home, and then the target shifted to Whitney, and I think that was the big help of Derek F.
And also, let's be honest. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
Let's be honest. It's kind of Alyssa's HOH reign, and we know Alyssa low-key, actually high-key, does not like DF.
Yeah.
So,
she doesn't like her co-host, the Kelly Ripa to the Regis Philbin. The Michael Strahan to the Kelly Ripa.
Why does she not like him again? What? Because he was in the living room and supposedly yelled that he was going to nominate Christian, and which came from Hannah.
Yes,
so that is her reason for being annoyed with him.
Yeah, and she kept throwing his name under the bus, so we were worried. We were like, this is not good. This is not going to look good. But
I need Alyssa to separate from my boyfriend. I would really appreciate that.
Sorry.
You can have him. What I think, besides having the HOH win on Christian's resume, I mean, he didn't really go after the target that really benefited his game, right? Like everybody in the house wanted Whitney out.
Yeah.
He went along. He basically did the house's dirty work, like Alyssa said, which I think also kind of annoyed her too. Do you guys agree with that, or?
Yeah, I think it was honestly a stupid move on his part. I think he should have went after somebody that was more of a physical threat to him, so that he could be the top physical threat in the house. And based on the game move, I think he's really just a physical threat at this point.
Yeah, I was expecting him to go after Xavier and DX, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
I really was, but I'm happy he didn't.
Well, he couldn't go after Xavier team.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
I am happy he did. I am a firm believer of you have to leave the bigger threats in the game than you. Or you need at least one bigger threat in the game than you. And now he is the biggest threat. So I don't know that going after a DX would have been the smartest move for him or an Xavier. But I do think 100% he probably should have went after a Kyland. But he wanted a girl. He's so hyper focused on, I got to get a girl out. We can't have all the guys going because then it'll just be girls, which Derek is also guilty of that too.
Oh, 100%. Which I'm very upset with him.
I'm just like, Derek, what? They're not going to get rid of you. You're the get. You're the happy-go-lucky. They're all gonna love you and keep you.
Gaming's happy.
Yeah,
right. And some of his closest friends, aka me and a couple of our other friends, are women, and we're very, feminist and all that stuff. So I'm a little upset with him. And I thought he was gonna get along with the girls the best because of me and stuff. So. I wasn't really seeing that coming, or like him kind of saying stuff about the girls, which I'm mad at him about, which I will talk to him about. But I was just confused. I'm like, oh my gosh, when all the guys, they're gonna let him go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do kind of agree. I see Courtney said in chat, Tiffany does have a big influence over what Derek does, and Tiffany has really been focusing him in on not going after the guys. So, I mean, it could be that. But yeah, I just didn't understand it at all. I don't understand I don't want the girls in this game, or I need to even it out more. Not that he doesn't want them in the game. He wants to even the numbers out. If I was playing Big Brother, I'd want all the guys out. I'd want it to be me and all girls. That'd be my dream.
Me too.
And then the following week you'd be voted out because it'd be a girls' alliance.
No, it wouldn't be, because they would love me.
I think that's what Derek asked.
They'd love to have drinks with you outside the house.
No. I don't know. Okay. There were so many questions. Let me, and then we'll jump back. Who would you like? Destiny's wants to know, but you got it from a bunch of people on Instagram too. Destiny's wants to know, who would you like to, right now, who would you like to see Derek be sitting next to in the final two?
That is a good one.
What's his best option to win?
His best option to win, I'm going to say...
is walking out the door tomorrow.
Yeah. Second to her, I'm going to say is Azza. People aren't seeing her really playing the game. People aren't really seeing her as a competition threat. She's not doing much in the house. And I think if Derek can make, a strong move, he'll have that over her on his resume.
And I think too, Azza, when you do talk game with her, she's very emotional when you're not supposed to be. So absolutely.
Yeah, and Derek's a very emotional person, so I'm actually happy that he's kind of not playing that way, because he's arguably the most emotional, type of person I've ever met in my life. So I'm actually happy he's kind of disassociated,
Okay. All right.
Disassociating that from the game, which is good.
And it doesn't matter that he's not winning stuff now. Traditionally, every season, it's the people that win out at the end. That is what is sticking out to the jurors, those end game wins. And statistically, it is way easier to win in the end and have more comp wins. You're going to be playing in every competition. There is less people. You have the opportunity to rack up those wins. And if they let Derek get close to the end, I can see him start to rack up those wins, especially if the people he's going against are, you know, people like Tiffany or like Azza. I
Brittany.
think he's going to probably dominate them in physical competitions.
Yeah,
So,
he does fit, you know, 5 days a week, and he can lift like 400 and some 500 pounds. He's actually very physically fit, and he's not showing that by sleeping and being horizontal most of the season, and that's amazing because
It's a strategy, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I saw him doing burpees in the backyard, and I was like, well, I can't even do one, so you got me beat.
I was just burping. I was just like, what?
Yeah. Same here. Yeah, exactly.
So, I would have liked to have seen Derek play in this POV, but I'm also glad that we got this one out of the way. I am the most underwhelmed in this POV. Like, I am so ready for them to retire this challenge. We get it. It's running back and forth. Got it.
Eric, this season they had to go under a net.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric. So different.
Duck.
And the colors were different too, so.
I also love when the people are like, you don't get it. It's so hard. You got to like push it up, but you don't know if it's going to roll back.
No, it's hard enough.
Or you could just stand on the side and throw your arm and see if it's rolling back. Then
and
move.
do that and do it 100 times.
Yeah, do it. I don't think I could run back and forth 5, but I'll like to sit here and judge. I'm gonna sit here and do it. I'll tell you right now, I would have forfeited because I would have took the ball and chucked it at Brittany's head. I'm sorry, like just stop screaming.
Oh my gosh!
Just stop. I can't believe production come over last year and like, Brittany, can you please just stop screaming?
Do it! You can do it!
Yeah, Brittany, please lower your mic.
Like, oh my
please
God.
Stop yelling, Mike.
I'll tell you what, if I was Azza and I dropped my ball at 20, I would have been laying there the whole time.
Oh, I would have gotten back up. I would have taken a nap. I would have done a Derek and took a nap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She got hurt. Like we've seen, she said it didn't really hurt her when she did it, but yesterday and today she said she's been really feeling the pain from the falls she took doing that.
Yeah.
So I feel
It might have been her moonwalk fall too.
Ooh, that was a good one.
The moonwalk fall. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, yes I do.
Of course you have it on deck. You have to.
Of course we do. Oz's moonwalk and fall.
Oh, everything.
Oh, it's so good.
Boomerang.
Here's the thing though. Ozza's a huge fan of this show. She faked that fall. She knew what she was doing. She wanted a gif. You don't fall that dramatically while
she wanted Xavier
backwards.
To catch her.
She did. That's what I'd agree
she wanted
with.
Xavier to
For
catch
knight in
her.
shining armor.
Yeah.
Oh, now that I agree
right
with.
there. She was like, "Oh, I have to pretend faint."
There was a banana peel on the floor.
Yeah.
Right.
We just
that I get. She just needs to choke at the dinner table.
Yeah. She was.
She just has to choke and pretend like she needs mouth to mouth next time you read it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's next on her list.
I will die if we get that.
I'd be like, I could tie this cherry stem with my tongue.
You can, yep. And then
Xavier.
do it.
That's the gift.
Yeah, that's the gift we need. Yeah.
There's the gift we need.
That is the gift we need. Just like the gift of Christian winning the POV.
We're cool with it.
Yeah, we're cool with it.
Whatever.
It's the same. Whatever. It is what it is.
I'm just sick of watching Christian win everything, so he can go. Whatever.
I'm just glad his hair's pulled back.
Yeah. Oh, you're not wrong about that. Yeah.
John, tell him his hair looks sexy pushed back.
I think you're all being very mean to my boyfriend Christian, and we don't appreciate it.
We're just dangling him in front of you.
Yeah. We want you to know that we don't want him so that you can have him.
All right, that's fine.
Just
By
want
the
to
way,
know.
Exactly.
Xavier would be my second choice, but my favorite is just Dumb and Dumber, and that's not Xavier. So I just bless
you're not
Christian's
wrong.
Or
heart.
Kyland, right? It's not Kyland either.
I think
No,
Tyler's the hottest
it's
in the
none
house.
of them. I'm married.
Mhm.
I married a very smart, attractive person. I had that. Now that I'm older, I want dumb, hot, and stupid.
Yeah.
And
Now
that's
we just
totally
need
Christian.
boyfriends on top of that.
Yeah, now you know what you really need.
Right. I just,
Which
bless.
is a Christian. Yeah.
It is. That is a Christian. Hair down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
I
a
want hair
OnlyFans
down.
account is what you need.
Yeah. So
Well-
if anyone's listening, hit up
I'm
Eric.
gonna convince them.
That way they don't talk to you at all. They can just
That is actually a better thing. Courtney says, question, is Derek a social smoker? He has done pretty good. We've only seen him smoking a few times on the feed. So Frenchie said he was like a pack a day smoker and quit while he was in the house. So
wow.
Courtney wants to know if Derek is a social smoker.
Yeah, let's let Adam say because he'll be nicer than I will.
He is a social smoker. I would say he has two.
Would you say he's a social smoker?
Well, yeah, because he doesn't shut up. So he's always talking, always smoking. There you go.
There you go. Yeah,
he has about 2 to 4 a day. I just heard a conversation with Brittany and him the other night on the live feeds where he's now down to 12 cigarettes and he's only allowed 1 a week until he finishes, and he wanted to have 2 that week, and Brittany was like, no, you're not getting it.
Right, that's what I say to him at home, right. He'll be like, wait, I'll just have 1, and then he has 6, and I'm like, oh, you're not getting it.
Because that's what he wanted, or that's what production said?
He actually didn't bring enough.
Oh.
Apparently, I guess they won't resupply you with them, as he was saying on the feed.
Yeah,
so
we don't
they
think
will.
he can't have it on flop, right?
Oh, they will.
Yeah, I think they'll buy
Yeah,
it for you. Yeah, they should
yeah,
buy it for
They
He was
will.
saying
I mean, they're taking it out of. I mean, they have in all other all the other seats. Like you have to pay for it.
Correct. Yeah.
But they will buy. Yeah, like I feel like on previous seasons, I know a lot of. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I would know this. A lot of people think it comes out of your stipend. It doesn't. You actually give them like a holding of money for things that you could need while you're in the house.
Like when you're in prison, like a stipend, or is it like that?
Like a bond.
Like a bond.
Just like prison.
Is it just like prison?
Like prison.
I've been watching too much Love After Lockup, but but does it in an account? Does it gain interest, Eric? Please tell us, BB Oracle. How does it work?
I don't know. How would I know that?
Nicole?
I'm just guessing.
Word around the street is that if you have cash or a credit card, they'd be able to hook you up with some supplies.
Right,
Yeah.
or just get that app out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just word around the street.
It's
Mhm.
word on the street. I
Yeah.
definitely don't have anybody's contract on my computer. So, oh yeah, Jason Roy did it. Jason Roy
Yes.
bought them
I
all.
I was a little chain smoker.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
And quit. We are very proud of him.
Yeah.
So
Derek Smith.
endurance. Have you guys? A lot of people were asking this too. Have you? Were you guys Big Brother fans before this season?
I've been watching since I was in like the 8th grade, so I am like a big super fan of the show.
Yeah.
Okay,
And would you watch with Derek, you and Lauren and Derek, like all the previous
I
seasons?
actually introduced them to the show. So
Yeah, he
we
did,
started
he did. That's when I
watching
started.
all together when we
Wow.
together like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
Paramount Plus came out. Me and Derek have watched like every season before he went away.
Who are some of his favorite players?
He loves Jen.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jen.
he loves
really
Jen
loves
Jen.
City?
Jen.
Or
Yeah.
Jen Bird
No,
with
no,
cigarette
not
Jen?
You know what, Jen? It's not Jen
Oh,
City. Sorry,
okay.
Jen, if you watch.
I have to tell you right now, she is the nicest person ever.
Nice, but
And You will bump into her at every gay thing. I was at Drag Race at DragCon in New York City doing something. I turn around the corner, Eric, it's Jen City. I'm like, what are you doing here? I saw like 3 times in 1 week.
So nice.
She's the nicest person. But yes, okay. So Jen, he loves Jen.
Loves Jen. He loves Dick.
Yeah, he loves Dick.
Brittany.
Yeah.
He loves Rachel.
He loves Bay.
Yeah.
He loves Bay. Oh, Davon. Oh, Davon's, yeah.
Janelle.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those were some good ones.
For most of the girls.
Yeah. He really loves Davon. Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
He loves them. Yeah. And yeah, Jen is definitely up there. For sure.
That's surprising because he wants to vote them all out.
Correct.
Eric,
there was no lie. That was not a lie.
Chat wants to know, Adam, will you try out then since you were the fan?
I will love to try out. I actually auditioned once. It was a weird in-person audition and it didn't go in my favor, clearly.
Walk us through what happened.
Well, so my friend tried out in New York, and she said it was like she had to stand out amongst like 8 other people, and that was like the first round. Mine was like the video audition, but like in person. So instead of like having the comfort of like being awkward in my own sense in front of my camera, I had to be like extra awkward in front of like a guy in front of the camera. And it was weird. Like microphones, and then they had like multiple booths set up in the same room, so like you could kind of hear other people's.
Oh, that's how Survivor does it too.
It was really strange.
Yeah, I know the Real World did it like that too for a long time. So I think
I would do a video audition, but that was the only time I'd ever auditioned. That was a few years ago.
I have a feeling you could probably now, because of Derek, cut the line a little bit. Like
I think so.
And now you know the BB Oracle, who has a crash course.
Eric, we're gonna have to do some one-on-ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
as this guy's momager as well. Maybe you can give him a course.
Yes.
Maybe we'll be on the same season too. I always said you couldn't pay me enough to play Big Brother because I actually like my friends and family. But now it's $750, and I have a feeling that it's going to go to $1 million. I feel like they were gonna put it to $1 million and decided to just do a gradual step up, which I'm hearing it is $1 million. Like they spread out the other 250 between raising everyone's stipends, more money, the prizes. I have a feeling next year it will be $1 million.
Yeah, good.
Let's
get you on.
I'm gonna be right in front of the line for that.
Yep, let's get you on. Bring it home. Right. We need a new place to live.
And I will be so cutthroat for $1 million.
Yes.
No, you're so sweet. He would be the best.
Who wouldn't be? I would be cutthroat. I tell John all the time, I'd be like, I would split your throat. I wouldn't do it to the end, but like when we got to final 3, I'd be like, bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm more likable. You don't want to sit next to me, Eric.
It's debatable. I take that back. No, I wouldn't. I would really bring my friend to final 2, but I would not hesitate in like if I knew John was gonna hurt my game or I couldn't save him, I would not lay down my game for my friend's game, let's say, because we'll both be much happier if one of us wins the money.
Right.
I'll take you out to eat a lot.
But they all really like each other. I can't imagine living in a house with 15 other people and
one bathroom.
Every single person.
One bathroom.
Two HOH
bathroom.
No.
Yeah, but there's 2 bathrooms. There's HOH bathroom. I hear what you're saying, but I almost disagree. If I was going to have one complaint or a criticism of this season, I almost feel like they are not emotional. Like, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are bonded. They love and care about each other so much. But as we've seen with Brent, now with Whitney, with Frenchie, everybody almost just goes, good game, you got me, I'm out. And I'm like,
group hug, everybody. Oh, I love you. Yes,
what
I'm
is
gonna
that?
do you. I'm going to buy my ham from you, Frenchie. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't get it. If I was Whitney and I was just told everybody has been talking about you, my ass would be in the living room with a megaphone going, house meeting, the dumb hot idiot says you all want me nominated and I want answers.
Right.
She's just like, okay, I'm going home, gonna do my makeup. Makeup tutorial.
Instead of the makeup, I'd put on not waterproof mascara. I have a kid.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I'm here. I left my child for this.
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing, sometimes the foundation isn't blended that well, and you know how you get the mask. Like, come on, we need a little bit more of that, right? From
think
Whitney.
they're all just so. I think this is one of. I think everyone is really smart in this house.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that how smart everyone is, it's overpowering everyone's emotions, which is a good thing. It's kind of knocking the emotional part out, and everyone's just actually using their brains, because I would also arguably say most, if not all of them, are super fans. So they know, what it's going to take to win, and they're actually using their heads over their emotions. And they know at the end of the day, this is just a game, just like we do,
Right.
Running the social medias, it's just fun. It's just trolling. It's just all in clean, good fun. At the end of the day, everyone likes each other. Everyone,
Yeah, no,
I think
it's great.
It's the way to go, other than recruits. I mean, who wants to see someone who doesn't know anything about the show go into the house and try to play some hodgepodge game?
Yeah, some fugazi game.
And just waste a week, because once they're up on the block, they're gonna go home. I mean,
I totally, I guess I don't agree. I guess I am disagreeing. I used to think that this is the cast I said I always wanted. So I love it from the strategic game point sense. I'm just missing. It feels like 16 to me, Derek's season, where he was so good at the game, he controlled all the chaos. He didn't allow fighting, house meetings, people to be mad at each other. And that is strategically amazing, and it is such a great, smart game to play. I like a little bit of fighting.
Yeah.
Because I have to talk about it every day.
I think we're going to
a little bit.
Fight come from Sarah Beth in the coming week.
I think Sarah Beth is probably just not being heard, right? Like, she keeps saying, Hannah, she's smart, guys. Come on, Hannah. And no one's listening. But then we saw in this episode, our girl Tiffany, hey, Hannah, let me help you with your hair. By the way, girl, Sarah Beth's coming for you.
By the way, SB, let's paint that.
Yeah.
And that's honestly the fight I want to see. SB and Hannah, they're the two feistiest people I think in the house, other than Derek F.
Yeah. And arguably two of the most, the smartest, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Hannah's a genius. When Hannah talks, I'm like, you're like a genius. Like, you have no one your age talks like you. You're a genius.
Yeah, it's beyond me. She's so articulate. She's so beyond her years. It's when I was 21. Oh gosh, I don't even know what was I doing? Like, where was
today,
I? Like, somewhere.
Today she's campaigning on the feeds, and she's like, so I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you because I know the way this week looked to me, but I was curious how it looks through your lens because, you know, I see it as a person in danger. You have a different perspective, and you're coming from a different space. And I'm just like, how are you 21?
Exactly. And then she had scheduled one-on-ones with people. Like, she scheduled them where she stayed in the same room. Like, we've seen people on the block going room to room. Okay, what can I give you? What can I promise you safety? No, they were coming to her. She was having the one-on-ones. At first I was like, wait a minute, is she on the block? Like, I got confused for a second. You know what I mean? Because it was just like crazy. Yeah.
That being said, I'm gonna be a horrible, bitter old gay and say.
So you're gonna be normal.
You're gonna be normal. No 21-year-old needs $750,000. You don't know what to do. But you know what? Actually, I take it back. I take it back because I just said she's a genius. She would do good with it. Christian, oh my God, could you see Christian with $750,000?
I like a
He would buy like a
fucking
tractor,
tiger or
like
something.
like something crazy, like trampolines, like just something like totally outlandish.
Like in his mom and dad's backyard. Yay! Come on, Alyssa, get on.
Trampoline, maybe a pool for his family. Like
pool.
Hannah would do good with it, especially from her family's background.
She would.
Believe.
I know. I took it back. I was going totally on age, and then I thought about it. I took it back because that's everyone's like, would you be a bitter juror? I wouldn't be a bitter juror. I would vote literally for the person whose life I thought it would change, and I know that is not a popular answer, but I don't think I would base it on game. I would be like, who do I think this money's life would change and they would do good with it? And I wouldn't care if Christian won every single comp. Pretty much every other person that he could sit next to in the house, I'd be like, I'm giving it to that person.
You give it to Alyssa over Christian?
No.
Oh no, I don't know. She's pretty, but
yes, I would. I would, because I would want a female winner over a male winner.
Yeah, I would.
I like that.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
So I would give it to.
Alyssa's not really a girl's girl. You know what I mean, Lauren?
She's not.
I don't hate on my other ladies. I love ladies. Love them all. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that though. I think definitely she can get a lot closer with the girls in the house, which is something that she's absolutely not doing, which kind of makes her a target in my eyes. Why I paint, I'd want to see her out.
I saw a meme the other day and it said Alyssa's fan base is just a bunch of mean twinks, and I laughed out loud. I laughed out loud.
It's true. It's true.
It very well could be. So we're all in agreement. Whitney's leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
We saw her last-ditch effort, right? We saw her catching Derek X talking about the have-nots, and it should be him and Hannah next week. And she was just like, what? I am leaving? And tried to persuade Christian, which, was a lot, like I said, a last-ditch effort, but of course it didn't pan out, did it?
I think she needed to play more of a game than she was. She was kind of bopping around the house and giving weird,
massages,
like lotion massages.
Yeah.
Not really playing the game.
Wearing, the low cut shirts, and
she's gonna get a great like Savage Fenty or something promotion after this.
She's gonna have her OnlyFans page up as soon as she's out.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said Rihanna's brand, but that's.
And the first thing, it's gonna be that workout top with the buckle, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Workout top.
The workout top. Yeah.
Maybe I got news for you. She's gonna go into hiding when she gets out, because every person is gonna ask her about the school shooting thing, and then that's it for her. And then she's gone. Between that and the calling, Derek's penis and egg roll, those two, no one's touching her, and I have a feeling she's coming out and going right into hiding.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's only fans don't care. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. People, men, yes. I may say everybody will probably still subscribe to that.
Because guess what? If you hide on OnlyFans, they have to pay to find you.
Ooh,
that's
Adam.
That's good, Adam.
Cheers, girl.
True. That is smart.
Cheers.
That is actually pretty smart. That's what you should do. So we have endurance comp. I know a lot of people saying, do we think Derek F will win an endurance comp?
I think some he could win. I think some it's going to be a no. Like the one, if it's the wall comp, I don't think he's winning that.
Yeah.
If it's hanging on to like a dangly thing, maybe.
Like a rope thing.
He's strong, but I don't, lifting up your whole body.
I heard through the grapevine that it's going to be the slippery slope comp.
We have thoughts on that.
Sure.
Yeah.
If he'll do good at that. He slides around the house a lot. If he's like not wearing, if he's wearing socks, so like
a risky business slide, like a
Not
Yeah.
as cute,
No,
but
not
yes.
not even
Not
on
as
purpose,
cute.
on accident. He'll be like walking to the house and slide a little bit.
So like an Ozza moonwalking.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
But 100% genuine.
He fell down the stairs recently and cut his whole butt on our like siding where
His
we
butt.
Yeah, his
his
butt. He
butt.
cut his because actually didn't have socks on, and we have hardwood floors, and he slides on them. So I'm nervous for this slippery thing because it's gonna be either really bad or like amazing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
excited.
we're indifferent. Yeah, we're really indifferent.
We're excited
We don't
too.
know. He always slipping and sliding.
We're gonna have a night tomorrow night of feeds,
Yeah.
of feeds and head of household comp wins. So.
Yeah.
Well, let the Oracle be your leader. I too liked to slip around, slip and slide around on my wooden floors, and it didn't end well.
Ooh, yeah, girl. Ooh.
How many
So we
screws
should
do you have?
just-
How many screws?
Yeah, you would be Eric. Maybe you're on this. This might be for you.
I still have them all, like a million. Yeah. So when what you said, I slipped on my floor and fell down the stairs, and that's what happened. And I've never been the same.
No, Eric literally ran just around the couch. What were you getting something in the kitchen? And you just slipped.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like super like simple, and it was like up in your foot.
So
oh my
he
gosh.
needs to be careful, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
He needs to be careful if
Yeah.
it's a slip and slide.
Correct. Yeah.
I think that all the time when I see them doing that comp, I'm like, oh, their poor ankles. I hope they are protected. But how tall is Derek?
He's like 5'10".
Yeah, 5'10".
Yeah.
See, I don't know that he would necessarily be out that easily on a wall comp. Like, if you are not as tall, and if he implemented the, like, low center of gravity, like, if he did the kind of ducking down but keeping his arms up, I actually think he could do well in a wall comp. But
yeah, he's actually really flexible and limber. I mean, he can like do a split on the floor and like put his head all the way down to the floor. So
I'm happy
that. Is that part of what he does in drag?
Oh, that's
in drag once, John. Once. Not all gay men do drag, John.
I did drag once too. I sent you guys.
You are putting him in drag every show like he is on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, we need to see a picture of that, John.
You guys retweeted it.
I retweeted it.
Oh, you did?
We're co-sharing, so I don't. She doesn't see what I share.
Yes.
Yeah.
My apologies, John. After this, I'm gonna go right to that picture.
I was Big Ange a few years ago for Halloween, and I even got on Watch What Happens Live where Andy was making comments.
No, we love that. Wait, was that the picture that he looked like Candy Muse in? Was that the one?
Yeah, the Candy Muse /
Yeah. Okay, then I did. Enough said. That was amazing. Yes, I remember now.
Yeah.
That was everything.
And maybe not use Andy Cohen as a frame of braggadociousness.
Andy who?
Andy who is right.
Andy who?
Andy who is right.
Almost as bad as St. Ellen.
Yeah, well.
Sorry.
No, she's going away too. So
I don't. Well, yeah, no, I don't with Andy. Little Big Red said big butts do well on the wall.
Cool.
Oh, then he's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Then he's staying on the wall the whole time. Staying on the wall the whole time.
Stick to the wall.
Oh,
stick to the wall.
Yeah. Be there all night.
I know that we're already over time. I got like one or two more questions. I want to ask about Tiffany because there was a bunch of people asking a bunch of questions in different ways. Just in general, what are your thoughts of Tiffany in the game? What are your thoughts of Tiffany's relationship to Derek in the game?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll say mine quick. Okay. So right off the bat, next to Derek, I thought Tiffany was going to be my favorite. As the game goes on, I don't know if I'm as big of a fan as I thought I was going to be. I think that she has the best intentions for the cookout, absolutely 100%. When it comes down to them, that's when, the brawl will happen. But I don't. I saw her and Derek actually being the closest. So I didn't think he was going to be close to, because he really loves, like women that are like Tiffany, you know what I mean? And he really vibes with people like that, and women, let alone women. So I really thought he was going to vibe with Tiffany. And I think that they are two of the most low key but biggest people in the house that are clashing, but just cannot and will not say anything. And I know that deep down inside, if I know Derek, I don't think he loves Tiffany as much as I wish he loved Tiffany.
Do you think if Tiffany was on the Jokers with him instead of Asa, it would be different?
I don't know. I think that she is playing a good game, but I think she's playing too hard, too fast, and I think thinks she's this mastermind that she's really not. So I think that's going to come around to like bite her, I think, in the future. And again, she was definitely a fave of mine early on.
She's still a fave.
And she's still a fave.
Yeah.
I do like her. Of her and Claire's relationship.
Me too.
But I just think that she's kind of showing cards a little too early and thinking that she's this master manipulator, and people are going to catch on to that.
See, I basically agree with what you're saying, just towards the end. Like, I think she is the mastermind. She did make the plan that will get them there. I think she strategically is a genius in this game. I think because of that, she is never getting near the end of this game. Because why would any Cookout member bring her to Final 2 when all she has to do is go, my plan got us here, I win. Why would you bring her
Single
there?
mom.
Yeah,
single mom. My plan got us here. So she's not getting to the end. And I agree with you. I definitely love her, but as you know, Derek is not on the top of her list. No, I mean it's Hannah and Xavier is who she's going to Final 3 with. So Derek, Azza, all those people are Kylan. They're all gonna go if she has her way. But I don't think she will. I think she is gonna go real early once it gets down to the Cookout.
Yeah, I think Claire might even be, honestly, someone that might throw her under the bus before we think that. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see Claire doing. I don't know. I don't. No, I don't see Claire throwing Tiffany. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love it. Lord knows I'd love some drama. But do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not.
I hope it does, because she was saying the other day on the feed that she either wants to play a Steve game or an Ian game, and if she goes with the Ian game, she can do what kind of Ian did to Mike Boogie, and really pull the wool over Tiff's eyes and stir up some drama. So,
I think that is what she thinks she's going to do to Hannah. Which is why she wants to bring Hannah to the end, because I think she looks at Hannah as, you're 21, you have no life experience, but people aren't going to see you as a threat. You're an easy win. Like, I think she thinks all the other people in the Cookout will be a hard win. She thinks Hannah's going to be the simple slam dunk, I win if I'm there next to her. So I kind of feel like that's what her plan is. But we'll see. I think a good comment to end on is this one that says, another great show from Eric and John with my favorite guest that they have had on this season so far, Adam and Lauren. And that's from John's mom.
Oh,
yay!
that was so sweet. Thank you.
So sweet.
That was nice.
We love our Twitter fam.
Now, tell people where they can find you guys on Twitter. Obviously, you're running Derek's account, and we're going to put all the links to your socials below this, but tell people where they can follow you guys individually as well on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, Lauren just made a Twitter. What is your new Twitter handle?
It's at you are Fave Lauren. I couldn't think of anything else. I thought that was good for now. It might change eventually.
Who knows?
So that's my Twitter. I just made that. I was having so much fun on Derek's Twitter. So.
Okay. And then mine is Adam, the number 12, and then PM. My last name is Noon, 12 p.m. It's a little dated, but we'll
That's
change
cute.
it eventually.
I thought it was
We
cute.
like it.
I love it.
We will.
I love it. I'm following you both. I love it. I've already followed you.
Thanks, John.
We'll put the links below for anyone that needs to find it. If you're listening to the podcast version of this back later, you can find them below the video wherever you are watching. Of course, you can follow John at Comedy Jonah everywhere. All of us appreciate when you guys follow us, like, comment, share. It really means a lot to all of us. Any final thoughts for you guys, Adam and Lauren? Is there anything that you want to say to the fans, or I mean, I feel like we're gonna have you back again, but for now,
think so.
Is there anything that you guys want to end on?
We would love to come back.
We'd definitely love to come back.
We would love to come back.
We really want everyone to manifest a Derek F season win.
Okay, we're with
from Team Queen to battling a unicorn in the backyard.
Yeah,
several
his
times
arch
at
nemesis.
this point.
Yeah.
We really think that Derek deserves it the most. He's really the most kind, sweetest person that we know.
Yeah.
And we wish him the best in the house, and we hope everyone else feels the same.
Yeah. As much as he annoys me, he's amazing. That's all I have to say.
I love it. And I have to say, my face was about unicorns, not about Derek. Unicorns still trigger me. We thank you guys all for tuning in. I guess I should say, tomorrow night, John and I normally are live after the episode. We will not be doing an official show after the episode tomorrow night. I will be live. I will be watching the endurance comp with all of you, because we figured ain't nobody coming to watch the show when it's an endurance comp on the feeds. So I will be live watching that with you guys. Speaking of Steve Moses, I believe he might be joining us on Sunday. We might be having a special Brent show on Saturday. So yay! And Friday is the boxing thing. We'll be live for the Big Brother versus Big Brother Canada boxing event, which is going to be super hot. So lots of fun shows coming up for you guys. We're leaving now for real. Bye, everybody. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye.